Hello there, you guys. This is going to be your tarot weekend guidance reading for Friday, the 8th through Sunday, the 10th, 2017. Okay, so September 8th through the 10th, 2017. Welcome back, you guys. I hope you've been well and getting back on your feet energetically. I know I have, or I'm feeling a little bit better. I can't say that I'm fully there, but I do feel much better. I didn't get a chance to do any full moon readings like I wanted to. I just was too tired. I couldn't do it. So I'm not gonna, force myself to read, because it's like when you do that, you're not in the space to read anyway. So you're not in the space to give clear messages. So, I'm sure there's other readings out there and other, astrology updates and stuff that you can get some clarity and assistance with this Pisces full moon. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups as the overall energy. Eight of Cups wanted to come out. Okay. Okay, the Page of Coins, the Page of Pentacles. The Chariot. Okay, and let's see, the Ten of Swords. Okay, the bottom of the deck we have the High Priestess. Okay, all right, interesting energy. Okay, so the overall energy we have is the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is definitely going to be focusing on inward connection. So I feel like this is about finding balance emotionally within the self, but it could also be in relations to others. But I feel like this is a self energy, a self focus, okay? Finding that balance internally with the self. Then we got the Eight of Cups as our challenge, okay? So we are outgrowing things emotionally, obviously. I feel certain things that do not, that just do not fill us up anymore. And it's not a bad thing. It's not necessarily that these things were never of your highest good. I feel like they just don't fit you anymore. You don't fit them. You know how you always like a certain drink. After a while, you drink it too much and it's like, I want to try something different. It's not that I don't love this drink or I never liked it. It's just it doesn't do it for me anymore. It doesn't, I want to try something different. And that's, I feel like in an emotional level, these are different things that don't feed you anymore. Could also be spiritually. These things do not feed you anymore. If these are connections with others, they don't feed you anymore. Could also be outgrowing a certain way of looking for, it's like outgrowing certain ways of relating to yourself emotionally. I cannot handle my emotions in the same way that I used to. I no longer feel this way about certain things. I've outgrown them. So I hope that makes sense. You're walking away from these things. And it's not an easy thing. I always feel like with the Eight of Cups, it's kind of like forcing you to let go of things, but you already know that it's time to move on. It's like, it's just kind of hard. Like, how do I do that? Because I feel like some of these things might still taste good to you. You still might have feelings for certain people. You still like to do things that aren't right. Even though it's bad to feel this certain way about yourself or about situations, you still do it anyway. You still dabble in depression, even though it's not good for you, but sometimes it's hard not to, So I feel like these could even be things that are karmically or have been karmically connected to you. So it's hard to outgrow that and heal from that and release it. It's not easy. So with the Page of Coins, Spirit's telling you to approach the situation. I feel like what Spirit is telling you to approach the situation by doing some sort of grounding ritual, and I'm getting with this child here, she has an open book. It's like a blank page, a notebook or something. I feel like journaling will really help you ground out these feelings, like what's going on inside internally. By writing it all out helps you to ground yourself and really see them from a different perspective, a more balanced place, because that's the energy that spirit's trying to get you to, is balance within the self, and maybe even balance and harmony within relationships with others. But I feel like you really need to write out how you feel, even maybe how you want to feel. Okay, setting out intentions. We're still in the full moon energy, so setting out intentions and manifesting is still very powerful. So I feel like this might be a ritual, and I don't really like to use that word because people take it the wrong way, but doing a certain practice or trying a method, just sitting with yourself and writing out your thoughts and your feelings, taking a pen and paper, because it helps you to look at it. Like when you go back and you read certain things that you wrote in your journal, it's kind of like you get to see where you were coming from. Why did you feel that way? But when it's all internal, it's all inside, it's kind of mixed up. It's all floating around, clashing. It just causes this wave of imbalanced emotions. So I feel like it's better to put it on paper. It's like a grounding thing, I feel, is what Spirit's telling you to do. Of course, you can put in your phone, tablet, whatever you feel guided to do. Record yourself, whatever you feel guided is best for you. Okay. Spirit wants you to focus here with the Chariot. So Spirit wants you to focus on, I feel like letting go of so much control of this process. It's kind of like you feel lost and misdirected, possibly just feel like you're being pulled here and there, and that's your own emotions. But know that I call the Chariot card Spirit, driving the wheel, Jesus take the wheel type of thing. Even the Wheel of Fortune, I see it as that sometimes too. The Spirit is in control of the situation. The divine is in control of this. And I feel like as long as you just fall into alignment with where Spirit is taking things, you won't feel so, lost, okay, in this transition period. Because that's really what it is. It's like a transition that you're going through. And it's like you may want to direct it in a certain way, maybe trying to figure it out too intensely, like how is this going to unfold? What is all of this about? What is the purpose? Rather than following the guidance and where you're being led and what Spirit's trying to do. Then you have the Ten of Swords as a conclusion. So this, I feel, for most of you, there is going to be clarity of the mind. A lot of things I feel like you were lost and confused about, all in your head about, even just overly emotionally overthinking as well. I feel like all of that is going to find balance, because there's going to be some sort of clarity that you're getting. And that's why I feel like it's important that you write out your feelings, talk them out, some sort of third party medium, but it has to be between yourself. I don't feel like, you can get advice if you feel guided to from someone close to you or something, but I feel like this third party, this other force, has to be something, a tool that you're using, that you in between that thing, whether it's you and Spirit communicating, you and a pen and paper, you and your notepad on your phone or your tablet or whatever, or your voice recorder, whatever you feel guided to do to express yourself and your feelings and emotions, where you can go back and see the documentation, I feel is going to help bring clarity. With the High Priestess card, certain things that you might get some intuitive nudges. There might be some things that you are picking up on, but you don't really understand where Spirit is going with this. And it's because there's too much going on mentally, too much going on emotionally. It's causing you an imbalance. And I feel like all Spirit is trying to do is to balance out your emotions, because it's too much. And it could also be balancing out the heart and the mind that Spirit is trying to do, okay, trying to work with, okay. All right, I am going to go ahead and pull a Romance Angels card, and I'm going to use one of my note cards as Spirit's message for us, and I will be right back. All right, so let's see what the love energy is for this weekend. That card wanted to come out, forgiving and learning. Okay. So, forgiving and learning, it says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Okay. So, I feel like with the Eight of Cups energy, there's a lot of needing to release and heal and let go of certain things of the past. Okay. It may be some guilt here. Maybe because some of you feel like you shouldn't have left the situation, or I shouldn't have did this, or I shouldn't have done that. Maybe things would have been different if I would have just did this or said that. But in reality, everything is in divine order as it should be. And if you're being guided to walk away from a relationship, especially, and it doesn't have to be a romantic one, it could be any type of relationship. Walking away sometimes doesn't mean cutting the people off, completely or permanently. It may be just distancing yourself, not, living in the same place or always interacting or hanging out with these people. Something must be let go of in the connection, even if it's just a complete cutoff or, hi and bye or love you from afar type of energy. It could be other things emotionally, could be resentment that you're holding on to from someone in your past, whether it's yourself or a partner or a family member, a friend, a colleague, anybody. I feel it's it's time to disconnect. And it's hard because these are things that have been in us for such a long time, or with us, or we felt for such a long time that it's almost become a part of our own skin, if like it's a part of us. So knowing that it's not good and I need to outgrow this and walk away, or I feel like I have outgrown it because I just don't feel the same way about it, and there's a little bit of guilt there from detaching. And Spirit's telling you that you are to release. And this is a healing process. This is normal. That's what happens when you're purging and releasing. It's a painful process. It's not an easy release. But deep down inside, you know what's best for you. So that is the message that I'm getting for the love energy. So I'm going to pull a note card and ask Divine Spirit, what is the message for us this weekend? Okay. Don't be a fool. And the card, or the letter D, came out with Libra at the bottom. So some of you could be Libra. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra that is of importance this weekend. Could also be that you're a Libra as well, or your first name or something could be your middle name, could be your last name. It has a D in it, or someone that you know. But they're saying don't be a fool. So some of you may be refusing to release this energy, okay? Kind of playing yourself a little bit, not being forthcoming. Okay, sorry about that. I was getting a phone call. Okay, so yeah, I feel like with the don't be a fool, and this may not even resonate with you, the D's and the Libras, it may not have any relevance to you, but because this card came out and it's red, it's an action here. So any actions that you're taking, Spirit is telling you don't be foolish, okay? So be very mindful, okay? Use your head and your heart. That's why it's very important for you to get grounded and get balanced, okay? Because there's certain things that you can't see all of the way. Okay, you're not meant to. Everything is under divine order, and I know that sometimes that freaks people out. Like I can't get all the information. I can't see everything that's going on. And no, you really can't, because it's like, if you did, would you act in this way? Would you do this? Would you say that? Would you do what you need to do in order to get you where you're supposed to be? If you knew the whole entire path, would you learn the lessons that you needed to learn if you knew everything? Probably not. But just be very aware and follow through with your guidance and really trust yourself. I really feel it's important that you get grounded. And I'm even going to try this myself, because I feel like this energy is a little bit, mixed. It's wishy-washy. It's like, it's just all crazy. And I feel like we do need to ground ourselves, and we do need to kind of sit with our thoughts and our feelings and our fears and even our excitement and our anxiousness, and really try to get clear on what's really going on around us, okay? There's some sort of clarity and some sort of epiphanies that come. We already know deep down within us the gist of where we're heading and where we're going, but it's hard to pick that energy up, or it's hard to get those messages clear when we got so much going on inside of us, okay? And maybe influence from outside sources. But again, just don't play the fool. Don't play the fool anymore. It's like, you know better now. You can't pretend that you don't know what's of your highest good and what isn't, okay? So somebody out there, whether you are the D or someone else is the D, maybe even a Libra, there's something important about that. So please pay attention and be very aware, okay? So I send you guys much love as always. I appreciate you guys so much, and your patience with me, your love, your support as always. Much love to you until the next reading. Peace.